how this, really how this, connects to trying to conceive this again, One day I'm going to have to look for my children, and I'm going to have to tell them, at least in some part, the mistakes I've made. And a good 95% of them, and believe me, with my dad's death, and mind you, I'm not using this as an excuse. I hated having people say, you're like this because your dad died. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm like this because I choose to be. I made, a lot of mistakes from 14 to 18 to 20, I was unbelievably cruel to people just by thinking of myself and not them. And about 95% of the mistakes I've made in this last decade, I can, hold my head up and tell my children one day, this is what I did. And this is how it turned out, and not feel bad, I can regret it, but not like it doesn't consume me. But this situation with this friend,
it's one pill once a day. Here is some important safety information
it's like,
to be aware of. Call your doctor if you have unusual changes.
Man, I've heard a lot about them.
Antidepressants can increase these in children, teens, and young adults.
I could sit there and, just tell them it all, and he'd have some way of looking at it, any situation, and just, it made sense.
High blood sugar has been reported with Seroquel XR in medicines like
it's kind of like a cluster of mistakes. It's this one's big part of it, and when I look at it, I've finally taken the steps to do what's right, by means of apologizing and things like that, but I also know that at the end of the day, this is the God-honest truth, I am no longer that person.
Wilsonville Toyota, just off I-5 in Wilsonville.
If you put me beside the person I was just 2 years ago, you wouldn't recognize any similarities.
Oh, God. It only hurts when I laugh.
And for that, I'm like, I guess what I'm feeling is, relief, burden off my shoulders. And, when you talk about, righting wrongs and seeking forgiveness from people you've hurt, you can't think of yourself at all. You can't look at your own feelings and your own, pain when you're seeking to right a wrong you've done. So, in that, I don't want to look at this like, this was for me.
That is completely different, and you know it. Why? Why? She's your ex, and
they were old.
We're friends, Oliver. Friends,
the best I could do, and I think I gave that.
I'm just disappointed we didn't get to be together, because now who knows when.
It sucks that, at the end of the day, they have their own life, and they're succeeding at it, and I'm proud of them. Okay, I'm really happy for them, and they can, let this lie and move on, whereas I'm like, this is what happens when you do wrong. You're the one who hurts in the end.
Wanted to see if you're okay.
Because I miss the friendship. I did so much hurt to them, they don't.
Yeah,
No?
you said that you were...
Or at least I can assume that, because it's like, from the reply I got, you know, and it's like,
Not really. That's what he wants to believe.
you're right, but you're wrong. Because
The truth is,
those words that they said in reply to me were like, you
so
know,
I could figure out how I felt about you.
my actions back then, yes, all that fits. But right now,
As far as I know,
not a bit of it.
you and me. So what are you gonna do?
I'm not hateful.
I'm gonna try and figure out a way
I'm
to
not
get it
self-centered.
forward.
I'm not a liar.
Girl.
Not no more.
Oh, okay.
I'm not,
Look what you just pulled off.
you know, I'm not someone sick. I'm not someone who
Information is power.
turns to hurting other people for gratification or to hide. I've done it in the past, but that's not me now.
You want to call me names, Clint?
And
Go ahead, you want to call me a whore?
for that, that's where I find the peace, because I'm like,
You're angry and...
at the end of the day, you're hating me 2 years ago.
And I never should have split up.
And
It took
I'm right along with you. I hate me 2 years ago too. But
to forget each other.
today I'm a pretty okay person.
What you remember is, I love you. We've always loved you and we will
You know?
always love you. We never wanted to hurt you.
And for that,
And we never cheat. No.
I know I can look at my decisions now,
If you've got nothing
mainly,
to say,
you know, trying to
I'm not
conceive
interested.
with a, you know, with my head held high, because
If you don't mind,
because
I'd like him to know that my brother. Nora,
it's the right time.
congratulations.
I've come to a point where
Not
it's
only
just
destroyed
like,
a marriage, destroyed a family.
you know, I don't think I fully did it for them. I did it for this potential child. I mean, you know, I'm not going to have these things waiting on me and weighing on them. And it's feels good.
I don't know
Feels
what
good
else
to
there is to say.
be
Can I help you?
Come on,
I don't
I have a twin, so I need a Christmas gift. Fast.
It's okay. We have last minute deals the week before.
Hurry in now and find
Anyways,
an unbelievable selection of last-minute gifts. Save up to 60% off all fine jewelry.
I was supposed to update
60%
on
off sleepwear
Friday,
products. Plus, wool coats for her
and
for
today
just
is Monday,
$39.99.
so
Every small kitchen
it's
appliance
about
is on
1:30
sale.
p.m.
More values,
But
more
by the
Christmas.
time I
That's why
upload this, because it takes like hours upon hours, it'll probably be sometime in the evening. But anyways,
It strengthens enamel and fights germs for 12 hours.
Hey, I love a strong smile.
I keep becoming a blubbery idiot. But yeah,
And then there's the flu. And when you have it, everything hurts. For fevers and body aches,
trying to think of a
doctors
good,
recommend
you know,
Tylenol
closing
as a
line,
brand of pain reliever
and can't
for
think of
both
one.
children
But
and adults. So when the flu strikes,
well,
you can feel better.
do the next right thing and try your best in every situation to think about the other person, because they might not appreciate it then, or, you know, your words might not carry then, but in a few years, you're going to stick out in their mind, and I guarantee you, your words, when you think about somebody else and when you really, you know, put them before yourself, you're going to have an impact on them. And for that, I'm very thankful.